We all know that the Dragon Ball Legends dev team really likes Gohan. Every time we get a new Gohan in this game, we pray to God that he's not going to destroy the game. And why is that? Why are we so afraid of him? Even if they make him too good, it's not that bad, right? He's going to fall off eventually. And it's not that we don't get units that are broken who are not gone. We have a lot of examples. We have all the fusion characters who are always almost broken. We have all the different Gokus in this game. We have even some Vegetas. But the reason why we, old players, are really scared of Gohan is because of one guy, one unit, one Gohan unit who literally ruled the game for more than a year. After he got his Zenkai Awakening, he was so powerful to the point that they actually nerfed Zenkai units because of him, because of his terror. And I think you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about LFOG, Red Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Let's go! On September 2nd, 2020, we've got Zenkai LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, I'm pretty sure no one expected him to be that good. We all know that at this point, it was 5.5 years ago, the Zenkai Awakening system was pretty new, and we knew that the Zenkai units are just going to be broken, every single one of them. Almost every Zenkai unit in this point of time, in this era, was at least top 10, at least. And people knew that this Gohan was going to be very good. He was an LF unit, which means his stats are going to be insanely good. And even if they didn't really give him much in his kit, we knew that stats alone will just carry this unit. And that's exactly what happened. When Gohan got his Zenkai Awakening and you looked at his stats, the stats were crazy broken. His power level 1 was like top 3 in the entire game. He was even eclipsing Zenkai Beerus, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And his stats were so far above everyone else that it really was just mind-blowing. People went crazy. They didn't know what was going to happen, because we had Zenkai Beerus, who was at the time the best unit in the game. His stats were very high, he was doing a lot of damage, and then they just Zenkai'd LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and they gave him insane stats. Plus, they gave him insane new unique abilities at the time. He was supporting Hosty Zenkai, he was supporting his allies, he's stacking damage every time he uses a blast card, he gets type neutral when you have a dead ally with his main ability, and his ult was one-shotting every unit in the game. His ult was like a mini Rising Rush. It was a guaranteed kill, especially if you had a battle member, then you would get your type neutral. This guy was even dog walking on Vegito Blue, LF Blue, Vegito Blue, the OG one. He was incinerating him, and Vegito Blue was considered one of the most toxic units in this game at the time. So the fact that he was literally just trashing him, he was 3-4 carding him, even without type neutral, even with type disadvantage, he was doing insane amounts of damage to that Vegeta Blue, who people were scared of. And then we have this Gohan who can counter the most scary unit in the game. Yeah, just think about it for a second. A red unit becomes the number 1, the best unit in the game, and he's above the newly anniversary LF unit, blue LF unit. That was just insane. It was very absurd. And that was the start of this little monster. After some time, we actually got more buffs for this Gohan. They had the audacity to give a Zenkai Awakening to one of the most controversial units in this entire game, I think. One of them, right? And I'm talking about LF OG Blue Namegoku with his counter blue card. They literally just gave him a Zenkai Awakening, even though they knew they were going to Zenkai this Gohan, and they knew this Gohan was going to be the best unit in the game, and they just Zenkai'd his perfect partner. And it wasn't enough, cause then they even gave a Zenkai Awakening to the OG purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And this was the beginning of the Zenkai Sun family era. Picture this: you queue up into PvP and you just fight Zenkai, Gohan, Goku and Goku over and over and over again. It was literally 99.99% of the matches. It was just the Zenkai Sun family team. This team was incinerating everyone. It was all thanks to this Gohan. This Gohan was just the core of the team, the heart of the team. He was doing millions and millions of damage. He was tanking pretty well because his stats were pretty high, and paired up with another LF Zenkai unit who had again broken stats, high stats, and another one that can just spam strikeouts over and over again. This team just was a nightmare. And it was all because of the Zenkai Awakening system. It was all because of this Gohan. If they didn't Zenkai this Gohan, and they just Zenkai the LF Blue Goku and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I think this team would have been much worse than it was, because this Gohan was making this. It was the core of the team. It was 70% of the team. And then we go to the 3rd anniversary, part 2. Legends has done it again, and they released another Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Revival Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie. Yeah, I think you can guess what happened after that. People just run them together. Zenkai Red Gohan with the new Revival Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and with Future Gohan, LF Yellow Future Gohan. Again, Gohan just is the star of the show. Gohan is just... They just gave him another broken team. And that's why he kept going and going. They couldn't get rid of him. They gave him, again, perfect partners. Future Gohan is supporting the team. He gives the team a lot of damage. The Zenkai Gohan also supports the team, and Revival Gohan just has an AoE green card, cause why not? It was a very tough time to play this game. This was a nightmare to face against. You had the Zenkai Sun family team, the Hybrid Saiyan team with the Zenkai Gohan, and I think this was... At that point people realized that this Gohan was a problem. This Gohan was a huge problem to the game, and they had to do something. They really had to fix it. And finally, after more than a year it took him to get rid of this Gohan, and they even nerfed the Zenkai Awakening system. So yeah, I think that's why people really scared of getting a new Gohan. Every time they release a new Gohan, people just get scared. The old players, the OG players, get scared because of this little rat. So the next time they are going to release a new Gohan, I imagine a Legend Gohan, a Legend Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I think we're going to have a problem. I think we'll have a problem. But this Zenkai LF Red Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was and will always be the most traumatizing unit in this game's history, and nothing comes close to this guy. Nothing even comes close to this unit. Unless they somehow released a new unit that dominated the meta for a year now. Unless they're going to release a new unit that will dominate the meta for more than a year, I don't see this guy ever falling off from being the most traumatizing unit in this game's history, and really the most dominant unit in this game's history. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you played back then, and I'll see you in the next video.